We seen two really good NBA games yesterday in the Miami Heat and the Warriors and Lakers, but I want to give my opinions about the game. I am a Heat fan, but I'm not gonna be one of the biased Heat fans. Like, oh, that's the first game we're talking about, the Miami Heat versus the New York Knicks. I'm not gonna be a biased Heat fan. I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, they cheated us out of the win. Even though there was some very crucial calls, like I'm gonna say the first one, the ball hitting the rim and gave Vincent putting it back up for two. Clearly the ball gauged the rim. Should have reset the shot clock and gave Vincent should have got 2 points. But like I'm saying, I'm not going crazy. I'm just pointing out some fouls that were very controversial and all over Twitter. Then you have not the second Kyle Lowry foul on Julius Randle. It was the first one on Julius Randle. And shout out to the Heat, trying to have Julius Randle box out. Trying to have Kyle Lowry box out Julius Randle. That is not a good idea whatsoever. So the first foul where they was like, oh, Kyle Lowry pushed Julius Randle in the back, but when you clearly see the instant replay, Josh Hart pushes Julius Randle, and somehow it's still called on Kyle Lowry, but it's okay. And then the third one, why do I always forget the third one? Oh, the Bam Adebayo foul on Isaiah Hartenstein while Jalen Brunson was in the quote-unquote shooting motion. But when you look at the replay, Bam is clearly pushing Isaiah Hartenstein before Jalen gets the shot up. But because he was, I don't even know how to describe, because he was like this, even though he's still not shooting, the ball is down, but it was like, oh, that's a shooting motion. I'm like, I consider a shooting motion when you at least get up to like your chest or like you are literally shooting. Buddy is still like this. Well, it's okay. Like I said, I think the main reason we lost, we got out rebounded like crazy. A million times I seen Isaiah Hartenstein, Josh Hart, Julius Randle, even like some other dudes in the Knicks getting an offensive board. I was like, what is going on? Like I said, I pointed out with Kyle Lowry, trying to box out Julius Randle. That always happens somehow, especially in the fourth quarter. Kyle Lowry's trying to box out Julius Randle, and you see Kyle Lowry. You see Kyle Lowry, oh, that's another foul. People on Miami Twitter or just Twitter in general was trying to say like, oh, Julius Randle pushed Kyle Lowry. No, when you watch the replay, Kyle Lowry dragged. He literally pulled Julius Randle arm. I'm a Heat fan, and I feel a certain way about that game. But at the same time, what you want to do as a team that does not have any home court advantage is to win at least one game in a row, especially the first two games in a row. We couldn't get the first two games in a row. Sad, that sucks. It was a good game. But we split, and we all saw Jimmy. We all saw Jimmy at the end of the game, baby. You already know. Hey. All I'm saying is, Knicks fans, be happy about that 1W you got against a Jimmy less, Tyler Hero less, Victor Oladipo less on Miami Heat. Celebrate it. But beggars can't be choosers. That's how the playoffs are, baby. It's just like my Heat. We split with a non-Giannis playing on the court. Beggars can't be choosers. So we want to go on to, I think, the game that Twitter was talking about all last night. The Warriors and Lakers. Sadly, I could not watch the entirety of this game because I'm on the East Coast, baby. I'm in Florida. I'm on the East Coast. No game starts at 10 o'clock at night. You know how, bro, I'm just getting off of work. I was just able to catch the Miami Heat game, like the entirety, because I got off at 6 something. I got back home right when the game started. Bro, I'm already tired from work, so I was already struggling really watching the Heat and Knicks game. Bro, on the East, bro, the NBA ought to do something, because for us on the East Coast, that is 10 p.m. These games are not ending until like 1 in the morning, man. So I was going in and out of my sleep watching that game. But what I could take away from the Warriors and Lakers game, AD. Hey, AD, I think that was all the question. What type of AD are we getting? Because the AD and the Grizzlies were still really good defensively, but offensively, he had a couple games where he wasn't that engaged. Right off the bat, AD, I think, from what I remember in the first half, I already had like 20 points, 10 plus rebounds, something like that. But I think it was 20 points, 10 plus rebounds already in the first half. But I also want to give a shout out to Darvin Ham. I know Lakers fans get on Darvin Ham, but the fact that he was able to have a defensive game plan for Steph Curry. Steph Curry didn't really see the ball until the ending of the fourth quarter. That's when I think it was a 14-0 Warriors run, and they had a chance to, I think, to tie the game. And Jordan Poole, Jordan Poole definitely saw some bodies on the court side, because I don't know why he took that shot. I think there was still like 14, 15, 16 seconds left on the clock in the fourth quarter. You could have definitely ran up a better play. You could have got the ball to either Steph Curry or Klay Thompson, and for some odd reason, Jordan Clarkson hit the shot. I get it, he was having a good game, but you don't take that shot so early into, it's not even the shot clock, but just so early into the ending seconds, because you run up a play. I want to bring up the Miami Heat and Knicks games again. I think that was perfect what we was doing, and we could have won that game because it didn't matter. It was like 2 seconds left on the clock. We still managed to find a shot to have enough time to take a better shot instead of just chucking up something with like 3-4 seconds left on the clock. And I think Jordan Poole really made a mistake taking that type of shot. I know Jordan Poole can hit those shots, but at the same time, you cannot take that when it's like 14 seconds left on the clock. You cannot take that. If you're Jordan Poole, you cannot take that shot whatsoever. But yeah. But also, what I want to point out from what I remember, because like I said, I was in and out my sleep, the Warriors and Lakers game. What I remember is that AD, Draymond Green, Kevin Looney, them boys were struggling with AD. They was in foul trouble. I remember I was watching something where Draymond had like 3 fouls already in the first half or like the third quarter. I think it was first time because he had to sit out. Man, it was a struggle for them boys, and I wonder how. Now I'm going to think to myself, I wonder how Steve Kerr is going to try to minimize AD, try to like really get him out the paint and try to stress him out. And shout out to old man Brown hitting the shots, man. Like I said, I was in and out of sleep, but old man Brown was doing his thing, man. Old man Brown was doing his thing, baby. And you know, I get really happy when I see Brown still able to elevate the way he can at the age of 45 years old. And it's still magnificent to see. This is why I tell people don't take nothing for granted, because one day LeBron is not going to be in this league. And we see how his body, the old age is finally catching up to him. But from what I can tell in this game, LeBron was locked in from first play of the game. He was getting to the basket, taking good-looking shots. Like I said, I was in and out of the game. I saw somebody on Twitter was like, man, why LeBron taking these shots? I'm like, well, all the shots I seen him take was good-looking shots. And, you know, getting to the paint when he saw open lane, or getting to the paint when he saw the smaller dude on him. So, but yeah, I know these 2 games are going to be crazy. I expect the Warriors to come out blazing. The second game, I expect them to get Curry involved early, because I think I saw Stat Brick Muse on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, on Twitter, was like, oh, Curry's what, 2 for 7 or something, get guarded by Jerry Vanderbilt. That's why I love JV, and that's why I love Bam Adebayo. These are big men, but they are able to guard those perimeter players and basically give them hell. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see Game 2 of the Lakers and Warriors tomorrow. I think the Knicks and Heat play tomorrow, and it's gonna be great. Oh, Suns fans, you guys are down 0-2. I remember I was talking to my coworkers. I said, I really don't see how the Suns can win this series, man. Like, you still got time to gel. KD still don't look the craziest with the Suns. It's really been Devin Booker show. And now Chris Paul is injured, and he's going to miss game 3, 4, and 5. So, with a groin injury. So, Suns fans, things are not looking good for y'all. I told y'all, I had a couple of Suns fans in real life. I told them, bro, stop getting happy. You beat an injured Clippers team. I know you got to play who you got to play. And I'm the same way with the Heat, how we like, you know, we still won the games with Giannis in the court, but I was like, you know, let's not boast because we playing to help the team next round. I told Suns fans that, the people I know in real life. I'm like, bro, you guys are playing the Nuggets, man. And Jokic is really that guy. And shout out Jamal Murray, first game, 43 points, 42 points. Second game, I think they did a great job of not giving him the ball. And he was shooting poorly, too. But that's why you have Jokic, the MVP, not the MVP. Shout out to Joel Embiid for winning the MVP, too. But that's why you have Jokic, to put that team on your back and be like, let's go. And shout out to KCP, too, hitting some very clutch shots at the end of that game. And yeah, it's really been Devin Booker, really been backpacking the Suns offensively. KD, you know, you can have his moments, but it's not like the KD that we know on Brooklyn, or, you know, all that stuff. Like I said, I told Suns fans, he missed 10. I think KD missed 10 games after he got traded too. So, like, you need that time to gel. You need that time to gel. You really need that time to be a team, man. It's really showing. It's really showing. And also the Boston Celtics at Sixers. I didn't catch that game. I was at work. But, man, I wish I caught that game, man, because I love James Harden. Dog, he turned black. Jesus. He turned back the clock, okay? Turned back the clock, like I was saying. And he put on a magnificent display of basketball. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know. But I also saw on Twitter, too, and I also watched back in the end of that fourth quarter, Michael Brogdon, Derek White, I can't remember, just down taking good shots, turnovering the ball. So I expect the Celtics to really, buckle down, but at the same time, you guys did lose game one to a non-Joel Embiid less team. I get it; it was on a dagger from James Harden, but that's still you don't want to win. You don't want to lose a game when their superstar player is not there. You don't want to lose those type of games. You truly do not want to lose those type of games. So Joel Embiid is back after he won MVP. He told his teams, "Well, I'm back. The MVP fixed the MVP fixed his knee." So I expect man, all four of these second rounds. I know some people like, oh, they don't feel the hype. I'm like, bro, all these games so far has been exciting, bro. I don't know what you talking about. Some people on Twitter, I don't know what they're talking about, but I've been enjoying every single game except for Boston Celtics and the Sixers one because, like I said, I missed it due to work. But I've been enjoying every game, dog. I've been enjoying every game, and the second round is here, baby. You already know. I love it. Love to see it. I'll be back with another video probably out there. All of the games I played against probably two more days from that. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited. Comment down below, like and subscribe, and tell me how you feel about the playoffs so far. I think the playoffs been fire so far, bro.